Aloha and welcome to Yoga on Maui. We're going to begin in a comfortable seat, rooting the sits bones, lifting the crown of the head up to the sky, allowing the spine to be long, the heart and chest to be open, the shoulders to release and relax away from the ears, the hands to rest on the legs to support the upper body. Giving yourself a few rounds of breath here, first noticing the natural breath, and then deepening the breath. Beginning to inhale down into the sits bones. And with your next inhale, you're going to bring movement into the body. As you inhale, the chin is going to lift up. You're going to open the throat, bring the heart forward, draw the shoulder blades together. The exhale is going to draw the chin towards the chest and open the shoulder blades, separating them. Inhaling to lift up, open up, scoop the tailbone back gently. The exhale to round back. Draw the tailbone under. And finding stillness to inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. The exhale to bring the hands down together in front of the heart. Inhale, lift up. Touch the palms. Exhale, bring hands down, heart center. One more time. Inhale, reach, extend, lift up. Shoulders remain soft. The exhale, bring the hands down, heart center. Inhale, lift the chest into the thumbs. Exhale, release it out. This time, inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, touch down with the right hand. Lift up with the left fingertips. Find length in both sides bodies. As you reach the right hand over to the right, press the ground away as you reach overhead with the left hand. Look up to the sky or down to the earth. Keep rooting through the left hip bone. And inhale to lift up to center. Exhale, touch down the left hand. Reach up with the right fingertips. Find the length in both sides bodies as you reach overhead. Look up to the sky or down to the earth. Press that right hip down to the earth. Your next inhale to reach back up to center. And then exhale, take the hands down to the knees. And coming into a side sit, take the right leg out to the right. The left leg bends in front of you. The bottom of the foot presses onto the top of that right thigh. Then inhale, reach the right arm up to the sky. Reach it overhead. Take that left elbow down to the earth. Stay lifted up out of that left shoulder. Move the arm as you inhale, opening up through the chest, and the exhale to touch down to the earth. Inhale, reaching back up to the sky. Open up through the front body. Exhale, begin to take that hand back down to the earth. Touch. Release the head, release the neck. Inhale, reach up, reach open. Exhale, find that center. Inhale, come back up to sitting, and then begin to take that left hand back behind you. To inhale, sweep that right arm up to the sky to press the hips up and forward, finding this open-hearted, modified mermaid pose, looking up to the sky, keeping the throat open, and then the exhale to gently release the hips back down to the earth. Sweeping the legs forward to come into a staff pose where the bottoms of the feet are pressing, and all 10 fingers and all 10 toes are separating. The hands are pressing down next to you. The crown is lifting up to the sky. The heart is opening. The tailbone is rooting. Taking a breath and then releasing it out. To come to the other side, really bringing that left leg out to the side. The right leg bends in front of you. To inhale, lift the left hand up to the sky over the head. And coming down to where you can come down to that right elbow. To inhale to open up through the front body, and then the exhale to sweep the left hand down to the earth. The inhale to reach it up, open up, back behind you, and then the exhale to touch it down in front of you. Press the hand down to touch, release the crown, the head, and then the inhale to lift it back up, open up through the front body, and the exhale, come back down to the earth. Sweeping back up on your inhale, coming back to that center place. And then the inhale to sweep your way back up to sitting. Take that right hand back behind you. To inhale, sweep the left arm up to the sky. Open up the front body, press the hips forward. Maybe look down to the earth, up to the sky. Keep the throat open. Breathe. Modified mermaid. And the exhale to release the hips down, come back to your center. Bring the bottoms of the feet together to touch the knees to open up. Find this bound angle where the crown is lifting, the heart is opening, the sits bones and tailbone are rooting. Open up through the chest, find the length in the spine as you inhale, and then gently exhale to fold forward over the toes, over the feet. Every inhale to lengthen, every exhale to melt and release forward a little bit more. And your next inhale, coming back up to sitting. And begin to come forward into all fours, finding the knees under the hips, the hands underneath the shoulders, the length in the spine here, the gaze is low. Your tabletop position to then begin to find the cat-cows where you inhale to lift and lengthen and open up through the chest, and the exhale to release and separate the shoulder blades, opening up the back body, moving with your breath, your body. And then eventually starting these torso rounds where you're inhaling forward, over to the left, back, over to the right, and back and around, over to the left, up, over to the right, back and down and around, moving with your breath, your body, all the way back into that child's pose perhaps, or up forward into that gentle cobra. Eventually slowing down to move in the other direction, over to the left, back and down, and over to the right, and up and around. Getting into the shoulders, the hips, the pelvis, the sides bodies. And then pausing at center to begin to walk the hands forward and press the hips up and back to find a puppy pose, somewhere where you can maybe bring the fingertips to touch, the hand palms lift, the shoulder blades come back onto the back body, the tailbone lifts and reaches. Open up through the sides bodies with your breath. And then coming back up into the all fours to bring the elbows down underneath the shoulders. Go ahead and take that right leg, curl the right toes under, lift the leg back and up so that you can bring some reach and lengthening, and then the exhale to bend the knee, draw it in towards the chest. The inhale to reach it long, press it back. The exhale to draw it in. Inhale to lengthen, extend. Exhale, draw it in. Release it down to go over to that left foot, to curl the left toes, to reach it back on an inhale. The exhale to draw it in to center. Inhale to reach it back, press. Exhale to draw it in, hinging at the hips. One more time to lengthen and extend. The exhale to draw it in, release it down. Bring the knees as wide as the sticky mat, toes to touch. Press the hips back towards the heels. Find a restful child's pose where you're lengthening and reaching the fingertips up towards the top of the mat, and then bending the elbows and bring prayer hands behind the head. Getting more into that heart opener and into those triceps. And releasing the palms down as you're ready. And then beginning to come up on a breath to come back to center into that tabletop where you can curl the toes under and lift the hips up and back to find a downward dog, pedaling out this dog, bending one knee at a time, then bending both knees, sticking the hips up a little bit more. And then straightening through the legs to find length in the entire back body here. And beginning to pull forward for a plank as you inhale, lengthen through the crown. Exhale, press back for the downward dog. And then inhale, lift the right leg up into the sky. The exhale to bend the knee, draw it in towards the center and step it forward to release that left foot down the top of the left foot, the left knee. Then begin to press your way up onto that right leg to find the length in the crown, the hips sinking low. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, bend the elbows, cactus arms open up through the chest. Draw the shoulder blades together. Inhale, lengthen, reach up. Touch the palms together at the top. Exhale, bring the palms down to the heart center. Inhale, lift the chest into the thumbs. Exhale, turn over to the right to find that twist. Maybe stay lifted or take that left elbow out to the outside of that right leg. Keep finding that length. And then inhale, come back to center, reach the arms up. And the exhale to take the cactus arms. And then begin to draw the shoulder blades even more together to bring that interlacings of the fingers behind you. Lift up and open up through the chest. Keep the lower ribs tucked, the tailbone long. And then begin to release that, inhaling, lifting the arms up to the sky. The exhale to touch down to the inside of that right foot. Curl the left toes, lift up on an inhale, reach the right leg back. Three-legged dog. Exhale, touch the right foot down next to the left. Wiggle through to find your center and neutralize through the spine in your downward dog. Your next inhale to begin to lift the left leg high into the sky, reach it back, bend the knee, exhale, draw it in, step it forward. Take that lunge on the other side where the right knee comes down, the top of the right foot touches. Come up onto that knee and then inhale, reach the arms up to the sky, find the length. The exhale to bend the elbows. Inhale, lift up. Touch the palms together. Exhale, bring the palms down in front of the heart center. Inhale, lift the chest into the thumbs. Exhale, turn to the left. Find that twist. Either stay lifted or take that right elbow to the outside edge of that right leg. Pressing the palms together in this twist. Releasing the tailbone long. Inhale, come back up to center. Reach the arms up. And the exhale to find the cactus arms. Draw the shoulder blades together. Interlace the fingers back behind you. And reach the fingers down to the earth as you open up through the chest. Tuck the low ribs in. Find the lift of the crown. And releasing that, holding to inhale, lift the arms up to the sky. The exhale to touch down to the earth. Curl the right toes, lift up and inhale. Take the left leg long back behind you, that three-legged dog. The exhale to touch down, wiggle through to find that center and neutralization into your downward dog. And starting to come back down to the all fours to take the elbows down to the mat to bring your hips back up into a dolphin pose. Make sure the elbows are directly under the shoulders as you melt the heart towards the knees. Maybe bend the knees gently to stick the hips up a little bit more. And then the inhale to reach the right leg up to the sky. Exhale to bend the knee, draw it into the chest. Inhale, reach it long, stick it up to the sky. The exhale to bend the knee, draw it in towards the chest. And then beginning to switch sides to inhale, lift the left leg up into the sky. The exhale to bend the knee, draw it into the chest. The inhale to lengthen and extend. The exhale to bend the knee, draw it into the chest. And release the foot down, release the knees as wide as the sticky mat toes to touch. Press the hips back towards the heels. Find a restful child's pose. Breathing into the back body, into the sides bodies, all the way to the tailbone. Your next breath, bringing yourself back up into the all fours. The hands are planting underneath the shoulders. The inhale, lift the right arm up to the sky. The exhale, weave it underneath. Reach, reach, reach. Lower the right shoulder, the top of the right skull, and then reach that left hand up towards the top of the mat. Extend the left leg long back behind you. Find the length in this side body. And go ahead and take that knee back in. Plant the left hand down in front of you. Inhale, reach up, rise up, lengthen, lift the right arm up to the sky. The exhale to touch down next to the left. Inhale, lift the left arm up into the sky. The exhale to weave it underneath. Reach, reach, reach. Lower down that left shoulder, the top of the left side of the skull. Then reach that right arm up to the top of the mat. The right foot back to the back of the mat. Find length in the side body. And lowering down that right leg if you have it extended, and then touch that right hand down in front of the face. Beginning to inhale, press up, rise up, reach that left arm up. The exhale to touch down. Come back into the all fours. And then start to sit back onto your heels into that hero pose. Finding lengthen through the spine, the tailbone drawing long towards the earth, the crown up to the sky. Flip the palms to face up. Breathing here to inhale, reach the arms up to the sky, and then exhale, turn to the left to twist and take the right hand down to the left leg, and the left arm reaches around the back body, the back of the hand touching onto the low back or reaching over for that right hip, finding length in the spine as you inhale. The exhale to twist a little bit deeper. Unwinding with your next breath to inhale, come back to center. The exhale over to the other side, touching the left hand down onto the right leg. The right arm weaves back to the back for the back of the hand to the low back as you look over that right shoulder. Every inhale to find the length, every exhale to twist a little bit deeper. Unwinding with your next inhale, come back to center. Exhale, touch down the hands down to the legs. In your next move to come down to your sits bones, find that staff pose once again as you had at the beginning of practice, where you're pressing the bottoms of the feet, finding engagement in through the legs, spreading all 10 toes, all 10 fingers, lifting up on an inhale, and this time finding the exhale to bring the heart center towards the toes a little bit more. Every inhale to find that length, every exhale to melt and fold forward. Playing with that activation of the legs, playing with the rooting of the tailbone to the earth, playing with finding the length in the spine through the crown. Move with your breath, your body. Find your fullest expression for today. And then begin to inhale your way back to center, sitting up to bend the knees, come to the center of your mat, and release the back body down onto the mat, releasing all the way so the shoulder blades are drawn more together, and bending the knees a lot so that the heels are coming in towards the body, almost so the fingertips can reach the heels, and then press through the bottoms of the feet down and away, press through the palms to inhale to float the hips up, find a bridge. Keep the breath flowing in through the throat, into the belly. And then gently exhale to release the hips down one vertebrae at a time. Walk the feet apart, the knees to touch. Find windshield wipers left and right, taking the breath to inhale the legs to center and the exhale over to one side. Inhale to center, exhale over to the other side. And then begin to draw the knees in towards the chest. Wrap the arms around the legs. Give yourself this gentle embrace, a warm hug to release through the spine, to connect more with the earth. As you extend the legs long onto the mat, open up the arms out to the sides, the palms to face up, finding your final resting pose of Shavasana to integrate your practice and release and surrender. Beginning to wake up the body little by little, bringing your awareness back into your space, into your body, into your breath, noticing where the breath goes, wiggling the fingertips, the toes, moving the ankles, the wrists, reaching the arms up overhead, giving yourself that big stretch. And draw the knees in towards the chest, wrap the arms around the legs. Give yourself a gentle hug of love and kindness, and roll over to one side to take pause, to notice this perspective, before finally pressing your way up to that comfortable seat, rooting the sits bones to the earth, lifting the crown up to the sky, placing the hands on the knees to breathe. And then draw the hands in together in prayer in front of the heart, where you can take a deep breath to lift the chest into the thumbs and exhale out, open mouth. And bow the chin to the chest, look into the heart. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Namaste.